frequently asked question, and this the Bootstrap accordion has been used here. You can see when it toggles to show you what information is inside. So this is called accordion in Bootstrap. So this should not take time, being that we already have our design for the title. So let's begin. Frequently asked question section. Section the FAQ dash section. Okay, so for our heading, we're going to go back and search again about title. We have it here. Copy back to control end. So we're going to just copy this. So you put whatever you need to put here for the paragraph. Let's just let that be for now. Next, we need the accordion. Okay, so for accordion, we're going to go back to Bootstrap. And okay, this is the first component here. This is what we have. So copy this. It starts with the div accordion. Next, we want to already have your accordion. Let's look at this. Back. So we want to put this in a container. Let's just say Ctrl Z, save. So before we begin, let's put it in a div class. Dot container. So we can put it here. Or instead of doing that, you can just even add the container to the, the class here. That will work also. But fine, let's have this. So yes, accordion. So this is taking a smaller width from the others. So let's give that container. Let's reduce the width of the container. Accord. We can just say width 80% and margin 0 auto to center properly. Okay, let's give that padding button. So let's see what's wrong with our container. Let's be sure that it can see our style. It's still taking the full width and it should be smaller. So let's check out accordion container. Let's add the div. That's our new trick. Let's see if it works. Div.accordion. Oh yes, that works. So this, so now it's 8% and it's centered. So I think that's all we need. What else? There's a background color and heading color. So the accordion text. Select. That's the H through. So it's called accordion header. Trying to find the color. Orange. H2 dot accordion header. So I put it on the H2. That looks fine. Over here. Let's put that here. So how do we change that? Okay, I see there is a button and the text is directly inside the button. Okay, that's why it will not respond to the H2 or the H2 class. So it will respond to the button class. So let's see what's the accordion button class. Here we see that's where we have the color. So accordion button. So let's put the color there first. Color orange. Yeah, it's changing already. So let's go back here. Dot accordion button color. We can choose our theme color. This worked. Okay. What? Alright, you know what to do if it doesn't work. Okay, let's see if this is a course. We did not terminate our. So we have to add the importance because it's a direct bootstrap class to override it. Okay, so now for the body text remains black and the background, let's select the background. That will be the accordion body. Let's see, is there any color attached to it? Let's see background color. Okay, so that goes for accordion body. Let's copy the class. Let's see how that works for us. Let's add our div.accordion body to ensure that it works. So we're going to give it the background color. We're using this, but we're going to switch this to red, green, blue, so we can add the opacity directly on the background. So I'm going to add an A here, and here we're going to have font 9. Okay, so do we need to add importance? Oh no, this is not right. So this is our transparency. Almost there. Let's take it down a bit. Let's make our color a bit lighter. Right. So the this color actually changes on hover. So this should change on hover. I think that's fine. We can let it be like this. So we have 1, 2, 3. We can add more. Let's find it. This is our accordion item, and you can see every new one begins with accordion item. So if you want to duplicate, you duplicate from accordion item. Okay, so that one ends here. So we're going to duplicate like this one, and then another one, 2. So we have 5 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right. So all we have to do is change this to what the question is. How do you charge for your services? Okay, then you give the how you charge, you put it here. So that's why it's just more like a question and answer thing. That's why it's called frequently asked question. Okay, so that's for the accordion item. Then um okay, I was going to say something. Let's check it out again. How do you charge for services? You put your charge here. We can change this background to white. Accordion header. White. Blue. That's the bottom background color. So we just have to add it here. We already have the accordion button color. So we just have background color white. Then we can add something like font weight 600. So okay, so this is it. Now on our container, we're going to have padding top and bottom, 30px and between 0 and the left and right. Let's see. We'll have some spacing here. So this is how you can do your accordion in Bootstrap. Okay, so let's check out our other devices. Frequently asked question. Frequently asked question. I think that's how it is here. Okay. So I think for a smaller device, we want to go back to 100% instead of 80%. Let's see. It looks good on the tablet view. But from here on, so from 600, let's do 600 at media max width 600px. I want to bring this back here. Our container, I want to make it 100%, back to 100%. That's too much. Let's just make it 90%. Okay, this looks fine. So 90 is good. Toggle review your answer, close. Question 2, view your answer. All right, before we close our frequently asked question, we can see that the collapse of our frequently asked button, we want it to be white, but when it collapses, it's still blue. And then it has this focus around it, this blue focus around it. So we want to get rid of that. So the first one is going to be the accordion button focus. So we're going to remove the button focus. We'll set it to none. Let's go to let's put it up here. Let's duplicate this. Just remove everything inside. So this is for button focus So that is actually a box shadow. So remove the box shadow and we set it to none. And because this is a direct bootstrap class, we have to use the important to be able to override. You saw how it left. So now that focus is no longer there. So also we want to remove this background color. So the background color is actually from the button, as we have seen before, the accordion button. So from the button, let's see, button, accordion button background. Here we have this background color blue. So we're going to get rid of it. So we're going to over again. Let's see the correct class. So you can see from here, this white box, from here we see button.accordion-button. So let's do that. So we're going to have dot button. There's a dot button here first, then dot accordion button, and we're going to set the background color to white, and we're going to add text because it's a bootstrap defaults. Okay, sometimes not right. What did we do? But okay, sorry, button is not a class. Button is just button. Okay, and we're back. So that's it. Let's close this out. So we do no longer have that focus, and I think this looks better. Even when it's collapsed, it's also okay. Then one more thing, you can see accordion 333. So if we open this one, it actually opens all three because they respond to each other. We have to change this to 4 and this to 5. So in duplicating, we just duplicated the 3. So we're going to look for it. #3, the first one. So 1 of 3. So this is the first one, the original one. So this is the one we duplicated. So from here you can see where we have the our area control. So where you have collapse 3, you're going to change that to collapse 4. You follow the pattern, collapse 4, and the same, the ID, these two go together. Note that, sorry, the database target, the target, to change the target to 4, and this target must match the ID. You can see, so we change it to 4. So the database targets collapse 4 and the ID collapse 4. You can also change the area control and the text. So now that's for 4, and we'll do the same, database collapse 5, and wherever we have that, change it to 5, and the ID very important. So this and this is what is linking the button to the content. Okay, so we change this to 5 as well. Okay, and I think that fixes it. So if you want to have more, like 6, 7, you have to do the same for it. So let's test. So now we have 3. You can see it's no longer opening up them all, 4 and 5. So that's how you duplicate your accordion to have more drop downs. Okay, I think with this we are fully done with. Remember, this all these are your heading of your main question, and the body is the answer to the question. Okay.